Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paolo Del Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Dip Dipianco. And in tonight's game plan, we'll speak to the champs of the UAAP women's tennis and talk about the latest hoops, action in FIBA and the NBA playoffs.
Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Well, there's now no stopping National University from keeping its streak in UAAP women's tennis. Now, fresh from their championship journey in season 85, the members of the NU women's tennis team join us here tonight. We have with us Coach Leander Lazaro, Aliyah Elaine Ragunton, Dana Abad, and Carlin Guarde. Congratulations! Welcome to the game. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much for taking the time. Coach, I promised to ask your rookie something first, si Dana, pero ikaw na lang muna. Back-to-back championships para sa NU. And coming off a season wherein there was a pandemic in between yung back-to-back championships ninyo, gaano kahirap yung preparations ninyo? Was there a mix of being unsure going into yung season na to, knowing that defending champs kayo?
Yes, of course, medyo challenging yung situation namin ng pandemic kasi unang-una, hindi kami maka-training ng physical, face-to-face. Tapos, wala ring klase, lahat nasa province, so kanya-kanya kami. Pero yung coaches namin, kaming tatlo, apat, minake sure namin na yung physical conditioning hindi mawawala. So nag-Zoom meeting kami na training every 3 times a week. So yun yung importante.
Right, and that preparation obviously paid off, giving them their 6th title in tennis. Puntahan natin si Dana, yan, medyo naka-relax na siya. As a rookie, Dana, I wanted to ask you,
Well,
first time playing in the UAAP tennis and already champion kayo.
Yes.
Meron ba kayong, what do you call this, meron ba kayong preparations, ikaw personally, meron ka bang preparations for yourself heading into the season?
Yep. Mostly po, more on physical po. Kasi po, yung sa mentally na po, doon na po yung sa coaches po, lagi po kami yung pinagsasabihan doon na part po.
Well, you beat UP in the finals, if I'm not mistaken. Pero Aliyah, nung elimination stage, natalo ata kayo sa UP. Ano yung mentality ninyo going into yung finals na yun, knowing that, okay, they had our number before, pero syempre, kailangan iba sa finals?
Sa tingin ko parang naging blessing in disguise po yung pagkatalo namin. Kasi parang gawa po nung game 1, na-sweep po namin. Tapos nung game 2, natalo nga po kami. So parang naging wake-up call po yun sa amin na huwag pa kampante. Kumbaga, kailangan pa rin namin pong kumapit sa sweep. And then dapat, huwag pong pakampante. At the same time, dapat focus pa rin po talaga sa game.
Carlin, ano yung naisip mo nung nalaman mo yung magiging kamatchup ninyo, yung UP, the team that beat you sa elimination?
That time po, we're still having the mindset po na we still need to alam yung gapang within sa game po. Since UP is pa rin po. So, malakas pa rin po yung UP. So, the mindset na malakas rin yung kalaban, we are training din po while UP is also training for the game din po.
Right. Coach Leander, you've been in this position where the girls are now, di ba? Nag-champion ka rin, nag-MVP ka back in tennis.
Reminder lang na MVP to.
MVP,
Okay.
malakas si Coach Leander. Coach Leander, siguro, can you tell us ano ba yung naging difference ngayon na coach ka na, you're imparting lessons to these players compared to back then when you were playing for NU?
Actually, ngayon ko lang na-realize na mas mahirap pala maging coach kaysa maging player. Kasi parang nung players kami, iniintindi lang namin yung game namin, yung mga sarili namin, and yung, syempre yung teammates. Pero ngayon, lahat simula dun sa training, scheduling, organizing ng mga trainings nila and everything. So, tapos sa laro, whole day kami nandun kasi yung men's maglalaro sa morning or hapon or minsan sila naman sa morning. So whole day kami nandun. So napaka-draining sa amin mentally and emotionally din na nandun.
Na-appreciate mo ba more yung coaches mo?
Yes, oo. Believe ako dun sa head coaches namin kasi yung work ethics nila ibang klase. Sobrang yun yung isa sa mga naging, I think, yung key namin sa kaya kami nananalo ng ganito.
Dana, bilang sang rookie, going into a team na defending champions, pressure ba yun sa'yo, knowing that you were going to NU as part of yung team nila, trying to retain yung gold medal na yun?
As possible po, inaano ko po yung sarili ko na hindi ma-pressure. Kasi po, alam ko naman kung kakayanin po namin, basta may gapang lang po. And basta may tiwala lang din po sa mga teammates.
Right. Aliyah, ngayon, off-season kayo, kakatapos na ng UAAP. What's next for you guys? Meron ba kayong mga pinaghahandaang off-season tournaments or panay training muna kayo with Coach Leander?
Well, ngayon po, after nung championship namin, sabi po ni Coach, pahinga muna. Then after a week or 2 po, back to training na kasi may upcoming tournament po, yung Metro Manila Open. So, ayun po, training na po ata kami next week po ulit.
Ata?
Back to training.
Back to training na sila?
Back to training na.
Baka pwede pa extend na konti yung pahinga.
Okay, hindi na baka. Okay. And of course, Carlin, can you describe to us yung team ninyo? Because obviously, special group to. Championship group, a championship team. What makes yung NU tennis team special?
Other than malalakas yung, yung teammates ko po sobrang sobrang masipag sa training po. Then, kami po lagi perfect, complete attendance lagi kami sa trainings and sobrang tiyaga rin po na gumising ng morning, sobrang aga.
Walang nililate.
Wala.
Coach?
Hindi, pag na-late sila, tatakbo sila ng
Okay.
100 burpees.
or 100 burpees.
Siguro from the coach's perspective na lang, no? What do you think, Coach Leander, yung meron sa composition ng team na to, was it easy for them na parang nakita mo from the start of the season, okay, kayang-kaya namin mag-champion this season?
Actually, kung sa lineup yung pag-uusapan, medyo may edge talaga yung team kasi medyo karamihan sa kanila mga veteran na. So, konti lang yung mga rookies. Pero though may mga rookies kami, they're well experienced sa mga sa laban, sa tournaments. And ang isa sa pinaka magandang quality ng meron yung women's team namin is yung disiplina. Sobrang discipline nila, believe ako. Mas disciplined pa sila sa amin nung time namin.
Were you ever late for training nung
Ako,
player ka?
oo.
Okay, sila hindi.
Aminado ako.
Okay, sige. Just so we know na-establish natin yan. Ladies, congratulations once again. Coach, congratulations once more. Thank you very much for coming on the show. At sana, maybe, you never know, next season we'll have you back on the show talk about title number 3 straight. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
Right. And now we shift to Gilas, Pilipinas because after the break, we'll hear from Coach Norman Black and his thoughts on the recent FIBA Basketball World Cup draw. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back to The Game. Gilas, Pilipinas has officially joined Italy, Angola, and the Dominican Republic in Group A of the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Now, we caught up with 11-time PBA champion Coach Norman Black last weekend at the World Cup draw viewing party to get his thoughts on the results. Right, I'm here with Coach Norman Black. Coach Norman, you were watching the entire FIBA draw. From your perspective, what are your thoughts with the teams that we are grouped with in Group A?
I guess I can break it down into 2 different areas. The first area would be just focus on the Philippine team, and I was quite happy with the draw. Obviously, it's going to be difficult. There's no question about that, but I think Coach Chut Reyes will probably be happy with the draw. The fact that he did get Angola, which is good. Dominican Republic's going to be tough. Italy's really tough, but at least there's a chance there. We have home court advantage, so we just have to try to take advantage of that as much as possible. And then on the other side, it was the excitement of the USA and Greece playing here in Metro Manila right to start the tournament. So that's really going to be nice to see that.
Right. I feel like we got lucky with the teams that are playing here in Manila. But Do you think it's a good thing that we are grouped once again with Italy and Angola, two teams that we faced back in the 2019 World Cup?
You can never tell. I mean, the preparation leading up to the tournament is going to be very, very important for us. Trying to get our best players in here early so that they can train well will be very, very important. When you're playing the best teams in the world, some of them can show up in 2 weeks and still play well. But for us, we need to have at least 4 to 6 weeks of constant training for us to be a team going up against this type of competition. So, yeah, those are some of the things that I thought really stood out in my mind. Plus the fact that there's a possibility that the big kid from France might end up playing here in Metro Manila. So I'm looking forward to all those things. I just like to see good basketball, actually.
Same with you, Coach Norman. One last one. This is the first time I believe that PBA is actually taking a step and taking a break for a while to focus on Gilas Pilipinas having a long training session. How do you think does this help our national team moving forward into the World Cup?
Well, I think the next 4 months is really going to be important. You have the SEA Games coming up. Then after that, you have the World Championships. After that, you have the Asian Games. So I think all of the focus right now from the PBA, from Philippine basketball, is really for the national team and getting them ready for these tournaments that we have to play in. Hopefully, we'll be able to train well and we'll do well.
All right, we're looking forward to watching our national team play in August. Thank you so much, Coach Norman.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We've got more hoops after the break as we talk about the biggest superstars and legends in the NBA Western Conference. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back to The Game. With the NBA playoffs now in the second round, all eyes are on the biggest names on the court. NBA hype hosts and all-star analysts Mikey Reyes, Diego Dario, Isaac Go, and Meralco Bolts guard Aaron Black sat down to talk about the West in this special edition of Always a Fan.
What's up, guys? We are here at the biggest and newest NBA store here in the Philippines. My name is Diego Dario, and with me is my guy Aaron Black, Isaac Go, and of course Mr. Shoot First, Mikey Reyes, and we are rocking the NBA official jerseys. And of course, we gotta talk about who we're repping here. Let's talk about this guy first. Magic Johnson, AB.
Or fan ako ever since, big point guard. I like his game. Siyempre Lakers style, bro.
And LeBron talks a lot about Magic Johnson. He's more of a Magic Johnson compared to being a Jordan.
And most of my favorite players have always been Lakers.
Right.
So I've just been a Kobe, Magic, LeBron.
Mikey for sure. Yeah, Mikey for sure won't like Magic Johnson. Kasi passer eh.
Pass first.
Who are you repping now?
Dito,
Shoot first. Shoot first.
On
All
and
day.
off.
All day.
On and off the court, the swag of Devin Booker, bro.
So swag.
Self-explanatory,
Swaggy ka naman
bro.
talaga.
Swag talaga to. Fits, bro.
Let's go to this guy, Mr. Big Chill, Isaac.
Oh! Di bagay, no?
LBJ.
Joke lang. This is because he is the GOAT of our generation. And arguably.
Good. Of our generation.
Of our generation.
Okay.
Ano mo dun? Maganda
Safe,
yung wording
safe.
mo dun. Of our generation. And not only that, talagang what he's done not only for on the court but off the court. Ibang level.
Goat. So on and off the court, swag on and off the court, goat on and off the court. Sa
Ikaw, hindi
akin,
ka ba nagsasawa?
this is my guy
Hindi
right
ka ba
here. He's been a
nagsasawa?
fan since his rookie year in the NBA, Dame
nagsasawa
Lillard.
din, bro.
Alam ko wala siya sa playoffs
sige.
ngayon, pero you know,
Talking about
naman,
Lillard, talking about Lillard, what does he need to do? Does he need to leave Portland?
honestly, I'm a Portland fan because of Dame. So, Dame, do what you gotta do to win. I'm just saying, if you see this, okay, hindi niya makikita to, pero, you know,
He's gotta go.
He's gotta go. I mean, AB agrees with me. AB agrees.
LA, baby.
Let's go! We're rocking the jerseys that we want, but let's talk about our personal favorites in the West. Let's start with you,
Okay.
AB.
Personal favorites, SGA. My guy. Once again, big
Swaggy
point
too.
guard. Swaggy off the court. On and off the court ako, bro. Yung mga gusto ko.
Yeah.
So, you know, the way he plays at his own pace, and he says nobody can speed him up. That's the way you have to be as a point guard.
Yeah,
So, I like
that's
his
the
game.
way he plays too.
Exactly the way he plays.
How about you?
natutunan ng bata.
Wala, puro speed lang tayo.
Buti pala di ako mabilis eh. So,
Since we're talking about speed, go for my personal favorite in the West. De'Aaron Fox has been crazy this season.
Clutch.
He's been clutch. He's been working on his defense. They've been winning, and you know I like speedy guards as well. So De'Aaron Fox, different this season.
Big boy. Mabagal, mabilis. Mabagal ulit tayo. Nikola Jokic.
Oh.
Yeah. Mr. Triple-Double, 2-time MVP, 3-time. 3-time na ba?
Hey,
Nah.
sabi nga niya Embiid.
Embiid din. Last episode, Embiid din. But as Aaron said, you can't speed him up. He can do whatever he wants.
But Isaac, I see you parang being
I was about to say,
Nikola Jokic.
Nikola Jokic.
Kaya
I can see it, bro.
Legit
I
yun,
can see
ano?
it, bro.
Publicized
It's
niya yung
in his game. It's in his game. It's in his game.
West, favorite ko sa West. Since I have to stick with swag people, I think I'm gonna go with D'Lo.
D'Lo. Both
D'Lo.
D's.
Oo, kasi
Love
the
D's,
swag is there. I feel like he's back in his natural habitat na big market. I feel like
He's
big
meant
market.
for
Oh, he's
markets
made for
like
the
that.
spotlight he likes to play. He was great with Brooklyn. He was an all-star. Pero with Minnesota, parang step back ng
True.
konti. Kasi feeling ko, tinumad eh.
Now he's back. Now he's back though
Do you
with the
think they'll
Lakers.
resign him?
I think they should.
They should resign.
Unless they get someone like, of course,
Kyrie.
Lillard or
And
Kyrie.
I think he fits well though
He
with
fits
the Lakers.
well
with
with
LeBron,
us.
AD.
Kasi,
He can shoot.
Right.
Yeah, he's not a super ball dominant point guard.
And he's another guy that plays at his own pace.
How about the underrated players? Yung, you know, they're very effective pero hindi masyado napapansin. Start off with you.
Isaac,
The big
Coco,
chill.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Tama
Without Isaac, di nanalo at yung falling down shot ni Isaac.
My pick is from the Oklahoma City Thunder, Jalen Williams. Uy! Someone who
Sino yung Mike? Sino ba?
Mike, sino?
underrated nga yun. Hindi ko kilala. Sino ba yun? But the hype all around this year was SGA and Josh Giddey, but he has proven to be maybe a third option in that big three, someone who can score, play defense, rebound. I just like his game, and I have to say him because he was my fantasy player and he rewarded me for picking him up.
And he was a finalist for Rookie of the Year. Yeah, top 3.
Right. So we think it's underrated, but he's actually, right there producing for
Young
his
guy.
team. How about you, AB?
Well, I gotta stick with my Lakers. Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
He
He's
said it.
still underrated at this
He is him.
He is him. He said, I am him.
Is he still underrated?
I think he is. I think until he gets that big fat contract that he's due.
100 mil?
Hindi naman siguro 100.
He has his own shoe line though. Did you guys hear about that?
We'll see. We'll
Do
see.
you think Lakers should sign him back?
He should be the first that they resign for
sure,
For me, him and D'Lo. And then we'll see after that.
I think I gotta go with someone from the Sacramento Kings. Syempre, of
course.
After 17 years, they finally made it. And you talk about Sabonis, you talk about De'Aaron Fox, but Malik Monk for me. Being
From the
traded,
Lakers.
traded from the Lakers. Hooper. And finally, I feel like this is when lumalabas na yung laro niya talaga. Because when he was with Charlotte, di ba, napatukan pa yan ni MJ. Tapos sa Lakers, nag-struggle siya. So from that past, I mean, he was a great college player obviously, pero yung past teams niya, parang nag-viral siya for the wrong reasons.
Malik Monk too. I played against him in the FIBA World Championships way back before.
You think he's
Scored
JT?
20 on me. for
20
sure.
on you?
Most likely.
Underrated.
Alright. We talked about the underrated players individually. Now let's move on to the championship contenders. Not maybe this season, next in line to win a championship. We'll start it off with you, Andy.
Well, I think, I'm biased, of course. I'm a Laker fan. But at the same time, since the All-Star break, sila yung maganda laro eh. I mean, they've really been playing well. They got the pieces that they need. And the West is open. For me, it's them. And then moving forward, I see OKC being a tough team. The next 2 to 3 years, OKC will be a tough team. All their picks.
All right, if he's going with the Lakers, I think I'm going with the young team. First time in the playoffs after 17 years. I don't think they're going to win it this year. But down the line, I feel like the Sacramento Kings are building something there.
What do you think happened with the Kings? All of a sudden, they're one of the top teams
they
in the
brought
West.
in Sabonis.
That's the main
You put in a
difference.
focal point, you put in someone who will attract the defense, and then everybody will play off him. That's perfect. I think they're maybe 1-2 pieces away from a championship team. But what they're building there. And the city of Sacramento, naabutan ko kasi yung Arco Arena days
right.
with Mike Bibby, Chris Webber. So I feel like they're really just hungry.
It has to be at the turn of the year. They were the #1 seed, the New Orleans Pelicans. If Zion can get healthy.
Shout out Boom Gonzalez, matutuwa si Boom sa pick niya.
Because Zion, BI, CJ McCollum, JV. That's a deep roster, and again, with Zion healthy, they were the #1 seed over teams like Denver, Memphis. But if Zion doesn't get healthy, I guess
I have a question though. At what point do you think they should trade him? At what point?
Zion?
What if he plays 20 games again next year?
What can you get back? You're not gonna get the same package for Zion.
If 20 games, only in the playoffs, GL. All right, I'll go for my pick. I'll go for the San Antonio Spurs.
Huh?
Excuse
Wemby?
me? What?
I'm a Spurs fan. Future to hindi pasta.
No, kaya nga, in the next
10
years,
years?
if they get Wemby,
What if they don't get
Wembanyama,
Wemby?
10 years.
then scrap this pick. But if they get Wemby,
Kahit sino
sure
naman
ball
gets
Spurs.
Wemby.
Sure ball Spurs.
Whoever gets Wemby naman.
But I think Spurs has the most
Siyempre, last sila eh.
probability.
Uy, Detroit yung last. Huwag naman.
Detroit ba? So, San Antonio Spurs. Spurs fan ka pala. So I go
Another
for the
hot
Spurs.
take by Diego Dario.
And because of Diego Dario's hot take
We're
of
done.
the San Antonio Spurs winning in a few years, that is over for us. And we enjoyed ourselves. Thank you very much, Aaron, Isaac, Spurs. My name is Mike Chris. This has been a special edition of The Game, and we'll see you next time.
The second and largest NBA store in Metro Manila officially opens tomorrow at the second floor South Wing Entertainment Mall and SM Mall of Asia in Pasay City. Doors will officially open at 1 p.m. so make sure to be there and grab your favorite NBA merch. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dip Bianco.
And I'm Paulo De Rosario. This has been The Game.